Hi all, so welcome to the today's tutorial. So today we will see how we can add the fire like when we will shoot the object. So let me show you what we want to create first. So this is my demo project. See, this is what we want to make. So let's see. So first thing which we have to do is the effects which we will create in this tutorial. So right now we don't have any assets to do that, so we will arrange some materials and assets, then we will go forth. So in the content, in the asset, in the effects, just create the new Niagara system called fire, and we will create it from the selected emitter. Next, and we will choose the fountain one. Just press add finish, and we will name it as ns_fire. We already have a emitter called fire in Unreal default effects, so we will use its property too. So first in the sprite render, we will use the fire click this and show developer content. Okay, right now it is not there because we haven't added the starter content, so let's add that. Add feature and content pack content and add the starter. So in the starter content we have a material called fire1. So if we will search it now, it should be here. So m_fire._subuv. So we want that. Second thing is the image size. So if you will look at it carefully, let me go to its texture. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it's like 6 by 6 image, right? So total it will be like 36 frames. So what we will do in the Niagara system, we will define this size 6 by 6. Just check this sub UV blending enabled, and that's it. So this is first, like you need to change the sprite render, and in the update what we will do, we will use this sub UV animation, and in sub UV animation we will check this sprite render, and the starting frame and ending frame we have to define it, because by default it takes 64, like 8 cross 8, but ours is like 6 cross 6, so we will define like 0 to 35. So in total it will be 36, and we will just I don't want to start or we can start like on the random start frame, and start frame will be 0, and that's it. Okay, so now we don't want to have any changes in the emitter rate. In the spawn rate, although I want it to be 50, right now it is not looking anything like fire, so we'll do that too. In the initialize particle, lifetime we will shift from 0.3 to 0.8, and this sprite side, this is main, like uniform, it's like 6 to 12, which is very small for us. What we will do, we will like 100 to 150. Now it is looking like fire. At velocity, in the radius section, I think by default it is okay. In the velocity, we want it to be the cone, and like velocity is quite high, we can decrease the velocity like 80 to 500. You can also go for 100. No, 500, and we will decrease the gravity at velocity. Let's check how it was looking previously. Previously was looking like this, 100 150. Drag we don't want, just delete it. Particle at velocity, just make it 500, 100 to 500. Cool. Next is the rotation, which is random. Now in initialize particle, 100 to 150. Okay, velocity we do want it like 80 to 500. Next is the sprite size. We don't have that, so we'll scale sprite size, just add it, and we will use just slight curve, nothing much. uh, mm, and scale color, we don't want that. We will add that color. Survey we have added. Okay, let's add the color so we can get the context properly, and we want it from the curve, so color from curve. I want the opacity to be 1 throughout the area. Just delete it. So in the initial point I want it to be white, then I will choose yellow. In slightly we will go till red, so yellow, orange, and in the end we will add the red color, and we will delete the white one. So we can choose the red color. Okay, now it is looking like fire. We will again review the sprite size. It seems correct. Next is the velocity, which is 80 to 500. If we will crank it to 100. Okay, so you can see the effect, like if you want more upside, like you want more height, then you can increase the speed size. Just click save. But in our requirement, when you were looking, like right now it is just one frame, right? We don't want that. What do we want? Like we will spawn it, like like let's imagine I shooted this image. So what it will do, it will around the area, like it will create the blast, and it will spawn this fire in this area. So we want this effect. So for that we will add one more emitter. So add emitter in the hanging particles. In the hanging particles, give me a second, let me just select the previous section. I don't want to have the environment, and I want the environment to be dark so we can have the proper visibility. So first, the height, I think this in initial in shape location, if you will go to the selection area, it's the box. I want it to be cylindrical shape. Okay, next is the high radius. I want it to be big, so 400, and height to be 1. So it will just spawn the particle in the circular manner, which is happening. Next, at all these points I want to spawn this fire, but before that I don't want any forces to be done. Aerodynamical drag, scale color I don't want, velocity force I don't want, anything else. Spawn rate we can crank it to 20. We can just control the spawn rate, so if it is heavy or okay. Next is this initialize particle. So by default I don't want to have the visibility, so just switch it to 0. Okay, next is I want to generate the location event. So what I will do, event handler, no, generate location event. So what it will do, it will create the location event at every frame. And to use this feature we have to turn on the particle IDs. So just select this request persistent IDs, click save, and now what it will do, it will generate this fix issue. Okay, now in the fountain what we will do, we will add the event, handler, and in this event handler we want the location event from the spawned particle, and spawn number will be 1, and receive location event. Okay, something is off. In the initialized particle it is not helping. Scale sprite size 0, just delete. Okay, so in the event handler property, just remove this update attribute initial value. So now it is spawning correctly. Click save. So if we will try to spawn this emitter particle effects, so we can see the effect. Okay, but there is one issue. Let's imagine if we spawn it in the air, you can see that it is in air, so which we don't want. So what we will do, we will add the gravity force to it, and minus 3000, and for the spawn rate emitter life self infinite loop behavior, do it once. Okay, and we will add collision. So let me add that too, because right now they're just falling to the ground. Okay, so from here, cool. So let's keep it concise, it's already 12 minutes. So this was the main tutorial which I want to show you. In the next tutorial we will add it with the actors. So thank you and have a nice day. If you do like the tutorial, just like and subscribe. Bye bye.